welcome to another episode of Sorry We're Canceled. I'm Dion Curry.
And I'm the gatekeeper, literally, because Dion couldn't get in. And I apologize. I don't know what's going on in my apartment, but you got to have a code to get into the gate. And
both gates were locked, and people were trying to get in who actually live here, and they're looking at me like,
he's trying to break in?
Yeah.
Are you an Uber driver?
Then one white dude goes, you need help getting in? I was like, nah, not from you. I don't trust you. And then I felt bad because I was like, man, he was just trying to be nice and let me in.
I know. See, exactly.
I know what side of town I'm on.
You from the streets. That's why you didn't believe it. But you know what, though? You have to kind of...
It was wrong. He was really trying to help me out. So.
Everybody here is really nice. Yeah. This is turning into little Africa. And hear me out. I mean, literally, though. I mean,
refugee.
No, I mean, literally...
Shabba!
Because almost everybody here is from. I mean, it's a lot of Africans here. You can tell by the Ethiopians. You can tell by
how much they hate your guts.
No. They're really cool. They're really cool.
These motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, they're really cool.
I wonder why your gate code doesn't work. Probably because your phone is turned off.
No, I think it was. Somebody wanted to come in and they wouldn't. I think it was. She wanted to come in, and she goes, hey, how do I get in? What's the gate code? And they were like, we're not telling you. And they kept walking. I go, oh, man, that's fucked up. But, yeah, so I apologize, brother. I apologize.
Yeah, no, I'm going to take it out on you for the rest of this episode.
But look what I did for you guys. I mean, you guys don't realize, the room is it's cold.
I mean, no. You cleaned up. I'm like, nigga.
No, actually I did. I cleaned up.
Cleaned up what? There was no clutter to begin with.
You know what?
You moved your wheelchair from one side of the room to the other.
Actually, I did.
I know. It's over there now.
I moved the wheelchair. I'm going to have him come pick it up because I don't need it anymore. Matter of fact, for the first time since May, the accident happened May 6th, since May 5th or May 4th, but I took a shower standing up last night. I know it sounds like nothing to you guys, but the first time I took a shower, because I've been having my shower chair in the shower, and I'd put my little thing on so I didn't get my wound, and I'd take a shower, and I'd sit there. But
it's still wounded?
I mean, wrap the wound up so it'll heal. But I have one more appointment with them and I'm done. So it's pretty much healed. Anyway, so I stood up for the first time taking a shower last night. And I was like, oh, I mean, it's not like nothing to you guys, I know. But me, I was like, I'm standing up. And then this leg was like, hey, man, what are you doing? I mean, because I haven't stood up for over 6 or 7 minutes in a long time. So my legs start shaking and twitching, kind of like I was smoking. Crazy, whack, funky. You like MC Hammer on crack, Humpty. So I was taking a shower, and my legs start doing this, and they go, hey man, you need to sit down. And so I sat down, so that's the progress I'm making. And I actually walked without a boot last night. I mean, granted, I walked from from that side of the yoga mat to that side of the yoga mat, but it was without a boot. So I'm getting there slowly but sure. I think I'll be probably going to work at the end of September, I think. So
nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations on all your progress.
Thank you, brother.
And as someone who has seen the footage, it's a miracle you're here. So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a tough one.
You should be proud of yourself for making it this far.
And it's weird. It's something you do. I mean, every day, and I consider that. I mean, it sounds weird, but just every day. I always tell myself, I'm going to be a little better every day, a little bit. And so when I'm in PT, like right now, my fucking foot is killing me because he's pushing me in PT, which is good. I said, once I get to PT, I'm going to cook. As the kids say, I'm going to start cooking.
Oh, my God. Please don't say what the kids say.
Okay. Like the kids say, I'm going to start cooking. So I get to PT, man, and I am, though. But, like, they have the boot off, and I'm doing stuff like, you don't understand, like, little stuff that we take for granted, like, just how, like, see how Malik is doing his foot like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
he was doing this for those.
Yeah, for people can't see. So they have me standing up, even though I can hold onto a bar, and basically go on my tiptoes. And I think I might get this much off the ground because my ankle is so tight and everything. But that's a little bit of progress, and that's the little bit of progress. I mean, when I talk every day is a little bit better, and progress it is, but you don't know how just. I was like, Dion, that's nasty. That was still your Dr. Pepper. By the way, Dr. Pepper sponsors this. No, I'm just joking. Wouldn't it be great if they were? But I know they won't. But still. Matter of fact, they have a ceased.
Please do not drink our products while producing this shitty podcast.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, but anyway, so it's little things. It's literally everyday little steps that get me there. But man, yeah, it's tough. So anybody recovering from anything, man, you have my complete respect because it's tough. I mean, there's days that you guys don't see. It's like, man, what the fuck am I doing? Or is it even worth it? Like, but the worst is in the morning when I got to stand up. He wants me with one crutch and everything. So, I'm not going to sleep in the fucking boot. That's fucking retarded. So it's like, so I wake up and say I got to pee. So I got to let my foot down, and then hopefully the blood rushes to the foot. And then I get up, and I'm like, crazy wax funky. I look like I have my own cry. So I go to
it's my chance to do this dance. Yeah. I need to pee.
And I'm doing like this. I'm literally walking with one crutch doing this. PBT. So what was that again? So that's where I'm at in my life, and so I'm good.
You got Bambi legs.
Bambi legs, yes.
Bambi legs.
And I really thought,
God damn it, Bambi legs, get your shit together.
And I thought to myself, even if a chick came over, like, what are we gonna do? Because I'd have to be on my back, and she had to be on top of me, because there's no.
You don't know how to crutch fuck?
No, I don't know how to crutch fuck.
You got a scooter with a pad on it. You better.
A crutch fuck. I would rather her sit in that wheelchair on lock and up against the wall than me crutch fucking. Because I can't get any leverage because I got a broken toe. So I can't push off that. You don't know how much you really push off that toe when you're.
Bro, you're just standing up, letting her back up into you. What are you talking about?
I don't think I get that hard anymore like that.
I don't think you want to tell people.
I don't give a shit. Oh, the pussy that I wasn't getting anyway. Now they're not gonna fuck me.
You're definitely not getting it now.
Oh, so the chicks that were gonna fly in and give me that gift. Now they're going. You know what?
You never know.
American Airlines. Yeah, cancel that flight. Yeah, he can't get his penis hard enough to enter me. I bet I would if she showed up. Speaking of which, you know what? You know what, chick?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It is funny. I ain't gonna lie, I never thought about that. But
speaking of which,
you know how a name we haven't talked about in a long time is Stephanie. You know that chick at the gym?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her since we did our gym. I haven't seen her since then. Well, I can say her name because she don't watch this, and I don't think she even knows my name. I mean, she's always been nice to me.
You don't know my name.
She don't know my name.
Ooh, baby.
But I just remember her doing squats with the medicine ball.
Oh,
and I was like, just like this the whole time going.
So I creep. Yeah, just keep it on this podcast.
So, yeah. So
what about Stephanie?
I haven't mentioned her name. I don't know where she is. So it's like when I get well enough and whatever. When I get well enough.
You gonna go back to the gym and find her?
No, I am. I'm not gonna like look. Hey, let me see your membership. I'm not gonna.
Stephanie, I waited for this moment.
Show up in my wheelchair to get some sympathy from her. Hey, Stephanie, look at me. And
then she's gonna be ill.
And then next week I'm in crutches. You're getting better. I know. You want to come over? Hey, that sounds like something you would do.
No, it's definitely not. I only lied about having leukemia one time.
He lied about it. If you're new to the show, he lied about having leukemia.
I'm sorry.
I think that was hilarious. I go, Dion did what? So yeah.
She was bad, man.
I mean, I don't care how bad a chick is. Okay, how far would you go to get a chick like you? Okay, you said leukemia. How about you, Malik? How far would you go? I mean, would it be like make up a lie, get a plane ticket to go see her? How what's your to get the woman you really like? You're like,
what are you willing to do?
What are you willing to do? I love this bitch, or I'm crazy about it. What would you do?
Now, is the question how far is he willing to go to get her, or how far is he going to keep her?
To get that's the one I want. How far would you be willing to go? Like Dion went leukemia.
No, I already had her. I was trying to hold on to.
Okay.
I didn't pretend to have leukemia to get her in the first place. No, that's not what happened.
How about you? Would you like
stop framing me as?
Let's say she lived in California. You're like, I'll come see you, and you worked out once a month. You fly to go see her. Or like, what would you?
Yeah, I would, but I don't think I would never ever have a long distance relationship. But I would visit somebody for sure. But I would never. I always know in the back of my mind.
Nigga said, I'll go on spring break, but I ain't staying down here.
Long distance relationships are good and bad. I mean, look, it's so hard because if.
Well, not for you. I'm gonna roast your ass all show for making me wait outside that goddamn gate.
It wasn't my fault.
It was your fault. You didn't answer your phone.
And I didn't know you were calling until Malik goes, hey. But well, it's like that. To me, long distance relationships They're hard because, I mean, no offense, but if your woman's anything worth the weight in gold, she ain't really staying home. She's going out.
What?
And obviously she's going to meet somebody.
Oh, why are you doing that? Why? Don't do that.
What?
Don't alienate all the women who stay home.
No, I'm not alien. I'm just saying, well, okay, no, put it this way. It depends on where you are in your
If
life.
she's worth her salt, just
No, if
she's gonna be out and about.
But no, yes.
What does that mean?
She's going to go out. She's going to meet people.
Not if she loves you.
It sounds good on paper, Dion. It sounds good on paper. Oh, who you going out with?
No,
Mary
I'm just-
Magdalene?
no,
I mean,
what I'm saying is, as long as relationships work on the premise of loyalty.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds good on paper, but let's just say for some reason,
But you saying a bitch being fine means she's definitely gonna be in the streets. I disagree.
I didn't say in the streets. I said she's going to be going out.
Well, where's out but the streets?
Restaurants with her friends.
Are on where? What are they located
Not
on?
the streets.
The streets.
Well, what kind
they
of
out there? If you ain't at home, where are you?
What's your definition of streets?
Any place that ain't home.
Oh, okay, so anywhere. You make it sound like she's a hoe and she's like literally
No,
on
bro,
the
you
street.
said she gonna be going out.
I would say any place that's not home, work, or like the gym would be considered.
Homework, and then she's still.
Bruh, no,
and the worst.
because the gyms where?
In the streets?
In these streets. Where the
No.
job at? In these streets. So if your
No.
ass ain't home,
No.
where the fuck is you? You in these streets.
Hey.
Because ain't nobody gonna stop and go, oh shit, she in her sanctuary. She at the job. I can't holler at her. No. They gonna be like, yo, this bitch is in these streets because she ain't at home.
No.
What up, shawty?
No.
That's how it works, bro.
She's always gonna get hit on. As soon as she steps out, she's gonna get hit on.
Right.
So,
but that doesn't.
But,
what I'm
I
saying,
wouldn't call that the streets. I call the streets what you call the streets. What I call streets and what Malik calls streets is different. I call the streets. I call the streets a nightclub. No, I call the streets the streets.
You call the streets in 1970. In 2024, the streets is anywhere outside your four walls.
No, I think it depends.
You can be in the streets at home on the internet.
Do you look at work as the streets?
In my opinion, I'd say no.
It's same here.
So you ain't never hit on a bitch you work with?
I actually haven't, to be honest.
Well, you
Man,
don't work with no bitches. It's
No,
just
hey, good for him. Because in our line of work, which is, I mean, honestly, it's right there.
in the streets.
It's right there. That ain't the streets. I don't consider work the streets.
Bruh. You go from city to city, making people laugh and having beautiful people go, oh, you're so funny. Ha, ha,
Not
ha."
lately.
You don't
Not
consider
lately.
that the streets?
Lately, let me get the door for you, sir. How come nobody wants to cuck a handicapped person? Honey, he's probably having a tough time. Why don't you let him sleep with me? Hey, man, hold my crud. Well, I guess he ain't all the way handicapped.
You go there by yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not going
I'm
there
the one
with
that's
you.
bad. Anyway, you're saying
You always
you're
turn it
saying
into
you're
sex.
saying work is the streets, but let me mention having a cuck who has a handicap fantasy, and I'm the bad guy. Okay,
No,
I'm
just
sorry.
saying that no matter where you go, if it's not at
Could you
home,
climb
and
on top of my wheelchair?
even at home, you can holler at people. Like there's no place safe. If your girl gonna go, she gonna go. She don't have to, you know what I mean? And it was the way you said it. That's all.
No,
you can
but-
have a fine girl that stays at home because she love you.
You know what though? But I also think what we stumble upon organically was the fact that it was different definitions for streets. What the streets are. I think of the streets as being the street, like just gully
I'm
shit.
defining it as it exists today.
I'm defining
You're
it as-
defining it as it existed fucking
I'm
50 years ago.
Yeah, that was mean. That was mean. I'm defining it as seriously, like on a Friday night, you ain't at a club, but the club is out and you're still just milling around talking after a club, like it's in the parking lot at 3 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, go home. I'm gonna call you.
If you
That's
go out
the
to
streets.
the club, you're in the streets.
Yeah, okay.
If
I
the
look
club is
at the
open
club.
and you go, you
I look
in
at the club
streets.
as a street.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But what I'm saying is what you do in the club, you don't have to. People can holler outside of the club. Girls get hollered at the gas station all the time.
you know what?
The streets follow you everywhere you go.
Here's the thing. It boils down to, like you said, trust. Now, if she really likes you, she'll be like, listen, I got a man, and then he's gonna still try to come at her, which I kind of been there before. Like,
That's
hey,
his job.
Exactly. So it's up to her to go, listen, I got a man, thank you very much. And she kind of got to be like, kind of more of a bitch to him. You know, kind of be, hey, listen, I got a man, thank you very much, bye. You know, I mean, this is how it's got to be. Because if not, if you leave a little opening for a dude, it's like a fucking running back. He's gonna Barry Sanders, that motherfucker. He's gonna come in like, she's like, hey, you got a man? Yeah, but he don't live here. Bam, she says some shit like that. Then she's leaving that door open. She goes, you got a man? Yes, I do. Thank you very much, and walk away.
True.
Seriously, that's what you got to do, ladies, or even dudes. You know?
Yeah, women still do that. And niggas don't give a fuck.
Yes,
There's a minority of men who like, look, you can say everything you gonna say. I'm still gonna holler at you.
That is true, but like I said, you got to be a little bit more of a bitch.
Those are the worst kind of dudes.
They are. It's like you're not listening to. I mean, there's been times where I hung out with my buddy, and like he hitting on a chick, and I can tell by her body language and the way she's talking, and I go, man, you ain't listening to her. She ain't really about this. But he just keeps
like,
trying.
get the other end.
And he said, yeah. Yeah. So, you got to listen.
Talking to me, BT, and get the other end.
Yeah, you got to listen.
It's heavy up here.
Yeah, you got to listen. But I'm at that point.
What's the furthest you would go or have gone?
Oh my God.
You can't go anymore.
At the time, I thought it was really something. When I was really living the life of a comedian, when I was, I'm talking like driving, going to gigs and flying, and where I flew, I left the weekend open so I could go see this girl, and I made a plane reservation. It sounds like nothing, but I made a plane reservation to go see this chick, and I had no work. I specifically left that weekend open to go see her, and that sounds like nothing, but if you're a comic and you're coming up or whatever and you're doing your thing,
take all the weekend.
Yeah, and the fact that
one gap can fuck you up.
And I wasn't selling merch, so I was just getting paid from the gig, and I took that week off to go see her, and then this bitch is gonna shut me out and talk to another dude on the phone while I'm out in the living room. I was like, man, what a mistake I made. I think I still hit though. But still, I remember her doing that, and I remember like,
You did.
I remember
I'm taking this pussy for my trouble. It's not because I like you anymore.
yeah. Basically, and I was like so hurt because I was like, I flew in.
Don't you hate lesson vagina? Where you learn a lesson like, why'd you have to teach me this?
I knew a comedian. He drove 8 hours to see this chick. 8 hours. He gets there. She goes, I'm seeing somebody. He goes, why didn't you tell me this shit before I came? She goes, I'm going to tell you in person. Like you got morals, bitch. I drove 8 hours. That's at least 3 tanks of gas. And then that's going to be another 6 minutes round trip. And you wanted to tell me in person because you wanted to.
Yeah, she would have to come up off something. Can I get a tank of gas for the road?
Or buy me a 2-piece or something. That's when I ate meat.
Let me holler at your man real quick.
That was when I ate meat. Hey, listen, dude. Hey, I came to see her. She didn't tell me she was so.
Yeah, I would be like, yo, so.
Can she give me a handy? you want to watch? Can you hold my crutches? It's the truth.
Please let me clean your pool.
There's a trust thing. Hey, this is kind of on the thing, but it's not. I talked to my ex-girlfriend today, and her
baby, come back.
Her ex-husband, she was telling me, she goes. She has to pay this motherfucker alimony pretty much. I'm like, what man? And you know me, I'm not like one of them macho dudes, but I'm like, what real fucking man who cuts a yard and is a father to her kid, who gets alimony? So I'm like, and she goes, I kind of. And I go, what is it? And she goes, I wish I could beat the shit out of it. She said that. And I laughed so fucking hard. She goes, obviously I'm not, but I kind of want to beat the shit out of it. And I laughed so fucking hard because I know she meant it. And she goes, And then we go back to talking. But it was so funny. And that was the one that as a grown man, I remember she had my fucking heart, and I cried over that bitch. As a grown-ass man past 35, I cried over that bitch. I loved her. I'm talking like, boo-hoo.
Yes, I loved her.
I boo-hooed.
I want her.
Yeah, that one hurt. Now we're good friends, everything. She even hit my GoFundMe up to help me out. Yeah, and I was like, thanks. So obviously I'm over it, but but I thought it was kind of funny. So yeah, she told me that, and yeah, we get along great now, which is kind of cool.
I think I get along with most of my exes.
Here's my thing is, everybody gets down different. And even if it's a bad breakup, I think time, unless, he doesn't really fucked up shit, like maybe steal from me from my bank account, whatever. But for the most part, and good luck with that shit. But it's like, and she go, yeah, I got, oh my God. So, like this girl told me one time, I go, you're just going at me because I'm a comedian. You're a gold digger. She goes, if I was a gold digger, I wouldn't be going out with you because they ain't got no gold to dig for. And I was like,
you're not shining, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So any woman that went out with me in those days, they like me for me because we go out to eat and I'd be like, whew, girl, there's that bill. There's that bill. And I'd be like,
only a bill.
Felt like we were playing shuffleboard. I'd take the
Curling.
Yeah, I'd be like, there you go. And you see the waiters going, this motherfucker ain't got no money. He must be a comedian.
I thought you was a man, but you just a comedian.
It's funny.
I thought you were a man, but you were just a comedian. Coming out this summer, starring BET,
Speaking of which,
Applebee's,
you hear that?
the Waitress Club.
Did you hear about the breach? There's been a data breach. Over 22 billion pieces of information were like Social Security card, Social Security numbers and everything was breached.
22 billion Social Security.
And there's only like
There's only 7 billion people in the world.
but this is the United States. The United States has three. But if you go through all the stuff that people have, credit cards and everything, and you add that up, you know what I mean?
So it was Social Security, credit cards,
All, Social Security numbers, everything. And it's like, and you know what I started thinking?
Who stole that?
I'm thinking the government is up to that. I think somebody in the government did
If
that.
you think the government is not behind everything that's wrong with the world, if you don't think that, you're crazy.
Because now they can really control. Because you control somebody. Here's what I think is wrong. Okay, is that they can go in your bank account. I mean, let's say you owe a bill. They can go in your bank account and take it or freeze your account. You know, you freeze somebody's money, especially, okay, say you owe the state IRS. The state IRS is actually more stringent than the government IRS, I mean the federal tax. So say you owe the state and you don't pay them, man, they'll go through and trust me when I say that, I know. They go through my shit 2 or 3 times and you're paying for something and you find out your shit's been frozen in your account. I mean, man,
I remember Chase did that shit to me.
That's okay. I was gonna leave that, but Chase, here's what Chase did. I was some overdraft fees. So I had a check, whatever, and they went in and automatically took that out.
They charged you for being broke.
They already took it out, yeah. And I'm like, that's wrong, man. They go, what?
You don't have any money, so
Yeah.
you owe us money. That's the most gangsterish shit ever. I fucking hate Chase.
Hey, no, it's an entire scam. I remember one time I was talking to this waitress. It was a waitress, right? And I think she had overdraft fees, whatever. She goes, and she says she devised a plan. Okay, I'm gonna tell the bank this and that way. And I go, and she really thought in her heart of $2 an hour heart that she was gonna get over on the government. And I go, bitch, do you realize they have fucking just discussion groups or groups, especially that go down they check every box that you're gonna get scammed on. I mean, they have groups within a group.
They create the scams.
They create
every evil piece of malware, bitware that's ever been. This is fucking CIA. It's us. So every time you get a fucking scam, likely those Nigerian scammers, that's all CIA.
Nigerian scammers? I think
all of
that's
them.
real.
The guys in the India, but you know who they work for?
Oh, the India gives?
All the people who scam, they all work for the same people.
You know what?
You got drugs. You got pharmaceuticals, you got, quote unquote, the phone company, and then you got the scam company. They're the same people. They're doing the same thing. One's legal, one's not. But the government's in charge of all of that shit. Because so a politician is bought by lobbyists. The lobbyists are paid by who? BlackRock, APAC, all those people.
Is it BlackRock or is it
Blackstone.
The same people Jason Bourne infiltrated, right?
I think that's BlackRock.
But no.
There's that. That's what was. Why are you talking about Jason?
No, but because you think all that shit is fake. That shit has a line of truth to it.
The CIA has a Hollywood division.
The government does. The scripts have to go through Hollywood. So what does that tell you?
So this is the CIA used to have to directly report to the president. But didn't they just change that recently? I think. Malik, look it up. You ain't doing shit.
Yeah. Now, what are you looking at anyway?
I was looking up Blackstone and BlackRock.
Okay. I thought.
What am I looking at now?
Jesus fucking Christ. Is somebody listening?
No, he's not.
I was looking up Blackstone and BlackRock.
What did you find?
Well, Blackstone, it seems to be a grilling company.
What company?
Grilling, like they make grills, Blackstone.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a grill soon.
And BlackRock is, I think, what we were talking about.
Yeah, of course, Blackstone. You found grilling, hungry ass boy.
James Webb, huh? That was
So
your
yeah,
name.
BlackRock.
That was your name before you were Jason Bourne, huh? Remember that? James Webb, huh? That was your name before you were Jason
I
Bourne.
think they're both Blackstone, actually.
And you're from Missouri, Mexico, Missouri, huh? That's who you were, Jason. Remember that he was gonna kill Pam? And then he goes, get some sleep, Pam. You look tired. Remember that? He was just right across the street.
No.
You never watched Jason Bourne movies?
I don't remember. The first one was awesome because he stabbed a dude with a pen a bunch of times, and that was kind of cool. But
That wasn't the first movie. But
yes, it was.
No.
Yes, he stabbed a dude with a pen in the office. That was the first fucking Jason Bourne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the one where he went to the dude's house and he strangled him with that shoelace.
No.
God, that was good. You know what I watched last night that was good? Fucking Mission Impossible Fallout. When he chased that dude in the helicopter and the helicopter's crashed and he's still able to get that thing and stop the bomb.
Dude, Mission Impossibles are awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you, Tom Cruise and Jason Bourne, those two together, I'm good. Though I don't think. Anyway, yeah. But
What I'm
Tom
saying
Cruise is so good.
Is the scam people, they're all regulated. Like the government knows exactly where these people are and what they're, like they know.
Man, here's why, this is going to sound racist, which means everybody's like, huh? Whenever you say something like that, people go, huh? But whenever I hear that Hindu Indian accent or whatever,
Oh my God.
that's when I go, uh-oh. As far as, like, no.
Being on the phone and customer service.
No, not that, but hear me out. Okay, one time, here's what I was going to call Apple Computer, right? I was going to try to see what but anyway, I was going to call Apple Computer. So when 100 number to do that, I go, it goes, in that accent. And I was like,
What accent?
you know what I'm talking about,
No,
the
I
Hindu
know.
Indian. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Why not?
Because.
You don't want to get canceled?
No, it just sounds
Part of the
racist.
show.
It sounds racist.
Oh my God, just say it.
No, that's
That's not the one?
That's the one, but that's not nice. But anyway, it turns out it was a direct line to whoever was scamming me, and they scammed me. I thought it was Apple. Then because I go, is this Apple? Yes. He literally went.
Oh, so now you'll do the accent.
No. So, but you know what? And look, and that's really not racist, but in terms of today, it kind of is. I mean, it'd be like,
Why is it racist?
but it just sounds. I mean,
No,
everybody.
if that's what he sounded like, that's what he sounded
But it's
like.
almost like when you hear a white dude say something like, "Oh, that's ignorant," and you go,
Wait, what?
What voice is that? That's ignorant." Or he says shit like that. They go, you go, "Okay, I know what voice you were channeling there, but okay." Like this dude, when they picked me up to go to my wound care at the doctor, and this dude said something like, he said something, but our driver was Nigerian, so he's saying it like kind of like in a black dialect, but not really, but kind of like I knew where he was going. So I was like, "Shall we get nothing?" But it was one word, so it really was like, "Oh, that's ignorant." And he said ignorant, and I was like, "Should I really check it out, something?"
Nah.
You know? And I go, "Nah, that's it. That's okay." He was Indiana dude. He was my kind of religious, because it was like this. I get it. Usually when they take me to the hospital or wound care or whatever, to see the doctors, it's usually one dude that picks me up, usually in a van. Every now and then it'd be a car, but usually for the most part it's a van, right? A medical van. So, and usually by myself. Every now and then, only twice has been somebody in. So it was this dude and another dude. So he gets in, he goes, "What happened, man?" I told him, it's motorcycle accident. He goes, "Oh, brother, man, God's good, brother. God's good, man. I tell you, he's always looking after us." And I go, "What happened to you?" My fucking knee, man. This motherfucker was like, that's the kind of Christian I like. You know what I mean? Whatever church he's going to, that's the one I want to go to. And so he was in the van again. So he's a good dude. He's a good dude. So, but when I hear that, my first inclination is, and then I go, no, it ain't really, it's like this. And I've always wanted to say this. So I know it's a non sequitur, but okay, we talked about interracial, whatever. Right? So why is it always cool? To me, no. Why is it always cool if you're a white dude who likes rap music, has black friends, maybe he's got a black girlfriend, and he's got a little flavor? Like he's cool as fuck. Like, oh, this dude right here, blah blah blah. But on the flip side, if a black dude, like let's say like me, like rock and roll and just fucking corny as shit and paid my bills, and you know what I mean, and had a white girlfriend, or whatever, listen to rock and roll, then I'm like the corniest motherfucker ever.
Because the females of our species don't like you.
Okay, take the females out. How come the white dudes are cool? Okay, let's say like Eminem gets so much respect, but on the flip side, you get somebody
When you go to white neighborhoods, they think you're awesome for knowing Kiss and Def Leppard and Metallica. When you meet a random white guy, they're like, "Oh, fucking you like?"
Yeah, yes and no.
Okay, so that's the flip side. When we see, when we see a white dude who's cool and knows, a little bit of the culture, he's looked at, oh, that's cool, that's awesome.
But I mean,
but what he does.
But does he get the flap on the reverse side when he goes back? Like, do the other white people go,
White
oh my
people
God?
are individualists. They don't look at themselves as a collective.
But that's what I'm just asking. I mean, they look at him like, this guy's a fucking nigger lover. You know what I mean?
I mean, the
seriously.
racist ones probably, but most regular white people don't see themselves as one large group.
But that's what I was just asking.
At least that's what most of them have told me as well. I don't
most of that told you. It's almost like those voting polls the first time around. It says that Hillary Clinton's going to be Donald Trump, and all of a sudden he fucking won.
He was going to be until they released her emails, the WikiLeaks. She was going to beat him. Then
No,
WikiLeaks
you know
happened,
what?
And
I don't trust-
James Comey was like, fuck.
I don't trust.
Sorry, Hillary.
Yeah. Hey, I don't trust any polls. I don't care what Hillary could have saved kids from.
Would you trust the poll if they polled you? Them niggas don't never poll me. I'm at the crib.
Yeah, who are you polling?
Where the poll?
Yeah.
I want to give my thoughts on Kamala.
Do we get a? Who is it? We're polling. You know polls? Yeah, we're polling.
Ask me some questions about the Democratic Party. I got some things I want to tell them niggas.
I mean, listen. It's like here's what I want to say when it comes to that. Is that because sometimes I think we go down the hole too deep and we can't come out. But here's what I say on this. It's like this is bad, but it's like, listen. If I was Kamala Harris, I'd be like, you know what? Just shut up. Look, I'm going to vote for you. I don't want to hear your bullshit because I don't trust you.
I told you. That's why I said she don't need to do no interviews.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Just
let the momentum and him ruin it.
Yeah. Listen,
Bruh.
I'm going to vote for you, but
What they
trust
tell
me,
you in
you're
the
part
final
of.
lap.
Huh?
Conserve your gas till you get to. You don't gotta just.
No, what now? Say again?
Just conserve your gas tank. Just coast till you get to the field. You don't gotta do nothing else. She don't gotta do nothing else. But let him fucking lose by himself.
But here's what I'll say, and I'll say this, whatever. When it comes to off the cuff, and it gets him in trouble, but at least he speaks from a place where it's almost the honest him, whereas she's speaking, it sounds exactly like everything you've heard from politicians from the beginning. And I'll say that.
People swear they want the truth from the president. Y'all don't.
No, you don't. And sometimes, some things, like my dad always said, hey, kids don't need to hear
I just
everything.
want my president to be a decent motherfucker.
He's
That's
not.
all.
He's not. Because he's going to make decisions that you go, ooh.
You know what? As awesome as Obama was speaking, he was probably a bad president when it comes to bombing the shit out of people.
He bombed the shit out of Yemen.
He bombed the shit out of people. Every day he dropped a bomb on somebody somewhere.
He dropped the bomb on me.
So if you look at him in that regard, he was fucking shit. I'm talking about when it comes to public relations. The president should be somebody
that you look up to.
The majority of Americans go, I fucks with him. He's cool.
Oh, he's gonna give another great speech.
Or at least he ain't gonna embarrass the nation.
He's gotta be like a football coach. You're like, okay, let's say you don't like the Steelers, right? But man, that motherfucker can give a speech. You go, you know what? I don't like this team, but god damn, that's a good ass speech. Yeah. So that's as much as you'll hear in an apartment is them walking. You never hear anybody talking. That's why it's great. You know me, I'm a loud motherfucker, and you can't hear me out of it. I mean, that's what I like about this apartment complex. Anyway, a president has to be pretty much like a football coach, where you go, fuck, you rally the troops instead of being divisive.
He is the commander in chief. Hey, I need you guys to go over there, risk your lives for a bullshit war. Thanks. And then he sends a fucking letter to your parents. I want to thank you for
sending your
child's ultimate sacrifice on a bullshit mission that I've been lying to the American public for because we thought they had weapons of mass destruction.
Hey,
my bad. Oh yeah, and we're not gonna give you anything but this flag. So here you go.
The bad news is, you lost your loved one. The good news is, this funeral is going to be lit.
Trump went to the goddamn Arlington. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Photo op.
Yeah, but
come, let's take a picture of the family of the losers and suckers who died in war. He gave a thumbs up at a cemetery. Like what?
No, like a meme. You know that meme where that dude's like this? That dude's like this, and they always puts whatever. Yeah. I mean,
what are you
Jesus,
doing, sir?
That dude has the coof.
He has no recognition.
No coof.
any type
But
of coolest.
one of my classmates, you know, he died 9/11. He was in the Pentagon where the plane supposedly hit.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Anyway, they said they said at funeral, they said, in my hometown, Muskogee, Oklahoma, they said, I mean, now you can't tell us shit because we got 2 Quick Trips, an Olive Garden, and a Starbucks. What? Super Walmart and a Chili's? You can't tell us shit, bro. That's how we living.
I'm gonna tell you, you're down to a piece of shit.
Anyway.
That's the highlights.
But they said they had flyovers and they said, yeah. So.
What was his job?
He worked for the military. I mean, he worked in the government for the military, and that's where the plane hit. So yeah, when his funeral came,
Allegedly.
yeah. So I mean, and that was when we were all in because, you know, at the time Bush was fucking up, and then all of a sudden we support you, Mr. President.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was the beginning of the end.
And that was the beginning of
The
something.
Patriot Act.
Yeah. You know, I think the beginning of the end had to be Katrina when Mexico was like, hey, you
That
guys
was
need
the
help?
end of the end.
No, Mexico was like, you guys need some help? Remember the Mexican army called us? Remember that?
No, I don't.
No, I think it was the Cuban army. One of them armies said, hey, you guys need some help? That was
The Cubans called.
Yeah, first of all, I didn't know they even had an army. And they go,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Castro, you thought he stayed in power by just saying don't come down here? No.
Stop. Hammer time. No, stop. Castro time.
That nigga got
No,
all-
because Castro and Russia were like this because they were, 90 miles away, and Russia was like, hey, can we come down there and have a mojito and talk to you about
because
some
Cuba
shit?
was like, hey, America, go fuck yourself. We're going to live how we want to live. And we were like, we don't really think y'all should do that. Y'all should, since you got all this fucking sugar and shit, you should let us get in on that. And
But
Castro was like, nah, I'm cool.
But we'll let the mobsters come in. But let me tell you something, man. If we opened it up, you know how great of a vacation spot Cuba could be. It's only 90 miles away. I mean, if
They
they
did open it up. You can go to Cuba.
not anymore. Trump stopped it, but then I think did Biden let him back in?
I don't know
Because
if
Trump
he
stopped
did
it.
it or not.
Because I've been to Cuba.
Yeah.
I've been to Cuba.
Oh, yeah.
It was
I've
cool.
been in a Cuban. I smoked a Cuban too.
Same person.
Ew.
You know what? Sometimes you do it just for like she's Cuban or whatever nationality they are. You do it just because I see how different it is, and it's just. If you think about it, it's just a woman or whatever your preference is. It is, you know what I mean? I don't want to exclude anybody. You
You've
know?
had sex with a girl just because she was exotic? That was the only reason?
No, they were fine, but still, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, but I think you give somebody a little bit more if they are okay. Let's just say she said she was from a country you never been. Say
Korea?
Ecuador or Korea, and then
South, to be specific.
Let's just say it was a girl from which one we don't
Pyongyang?
Is it North Korea we don't get along with?
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's say it was a girl from North Korea and a girl from Crawfordsville, and they both look like
you
Malik.
look fine in
No,
that
and they both
demilitarized
listen, and they
outfit.
both look like Malik. I would go for the girl that was from fucking North Korea because for some reason that would attract me more. Like, yeah, the girl from Crawfordsville, that's a dime a dozen.
That's a fetish.
That's a dime a dozen. I can go to fucking Speedway and see the chick, unloading the trucks. And, hey, you want to fuck a cripple? You know what I mean? But if she was like Malik and she was from North Korea, I'd be like, yeah, this is going to be good. You never know. I mean, it's going to be... She may pull out a trick or two like, we don't do that in America. You know what I mean? You don't know. I mean, the fact they say they're from another country. And listen, I think the same goes with women when they hear a dude go, excuse me, miss, do you know how to get to, I'm looking for a restaurant. I think it's called Olive Garden. She's like,
What accent is that?
don't worry about it.
No, you're going to define
Listen,
it
let's
for
just say he had an accent and she'd be like, where you from, right? I'm from England. That's where I'm from. Where's Olive Garden? Where's on the border? I heard about this Chick-fil-A. And she's like, oh shit, right? Now let's say another dude who looked just like him, but he was from fucking Mooresville. I mean,
His accent wasn't sexy.
yeah, I'm serious. Women do the same shit. We're not the only ones that do that. What if he was on crutches? If I had an accent and I was on crutches, I might get some ass. You never know.
Why don't you try it?
Hey, guy, could you go open the door for me, guy? Are you
That's
from
not
Jamaica?
the accent.
Bumblaka!
That's not the accent.
Bumblaka! Hold these crutches for you.
Any black woman that heard you talk like, what the fuck's wrong with him?
I didn't say black woman.
I know you didn't. I was trying to give you
I didn't say black woman.
benefit of doubt.
I wish people had as much fun as we have on these. I wish people had as much fun.
You're MC Hammer, and I can't touch that.
No, I think of an accent or find out somebody's from another country.
No, definitely, for sure. When I was in second grade, there was this girl named Elizabeth. She was fresh off the boat from London.
Yeah.
Most proper accent. She was hairy as hell. But she was super.
And what grade?
Second.
She was hairy in second grade.
Hairy as fuck.
Damn.
She
Okay.
used to wear princess dresses every day.
With hairy legs?
No, I couldn't tell. She had on stockings.
Okay.
She literally looked like the, princess, how they come over here, like Princess Diary. She dressed like
Okay.
like she had the white gloves and the fucking little
Really?
pearl necklace. Every day she dressed like this.
Damn, okay. Word?
That was the only, I don't even know if she finished the school year or not. I think she did.
What,
she
she did?
didn't go, I think they moved back to
England, they had enough of this shit, huh?
after third.
They came to Indiana for half a year.
After
Hey,
second
folk
grade.
this, let's get back on the boat. Everybody let's go. Cheerio.
But she was
Toodles.
cool as hell.
Yeah.
Besides being, a little hairy, but whatever.
In second grade?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird having a crush when you're that young?
It wasn't a crush. We were just,
Okay, just cool?
Yeah, we were just friends. Like, but I loved to hear her fucking,
Talk.
read out loud. I would always call on her because she didn't talk like nobody else in the class. Everybody else sounded like from Indiana.
Exactly.
I is good.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's something about when they're from someplace else, and you go.
Oh, for sure.
You give them that.
There's a mystique and allure.
Yeah, you give them that little. They're hotter because they're from someplace else, and then after a while, especially if you marry them, you realize they're just
How many times you been married?
Well, from hearing from I had a buddy who married. He's a comic, and he married a woman from England, and then he's like, whoa, yeah. After a while, they are who they are.
Yeah.
A woman's a woman, and a man's a man. No, I say that because a woman would be up my ass.
Define a woman, BT.
Oh, here we go with this shit.
Define a woman.
Whoa.
What is a woman?
What am I in front of Congress now?
Yes, please. Can you tell me what a woman is?
A woman is a person that makes you go, Jesus fucking Christ. Why are you so fucking difficult?
This is why I hate the far left so much, is because they're like, well, it depends. Like, no, it doesn't.
You know what the fuck a
Wait,
woman is? You know what the fuck a woman is? Come on now.
What fucking elevator did we step out of where everybody on this floor doesn't know what a woman is? And now we have to redefine it to make somebody feel better about themselves.
Though I did see a video of a dude in a dress, his hair was like great man like a woman, and he had this dude like this go, "Don't take pictures of me. What are you doing taking pictures?" And he looked like a woman, but I think he even had a beard and with the stubble. He's like, "God damn it, don't take pictures of me." And he was marching him out of a Target, and I was like, "That's hilarious."
You know what's really cool is Miss Pat's daughter Ashley's a makeup artist.
Okay.
And she's gay.
Yeah.
She has a lot of stud friends.
Yeah, of course.
So she started doing a makeover thing on her Instagram. Where
Okay.
She takes studs and turns them into
Look like
the regular girls.
like
And
lipstick.
It's like
lipstick lesbians.
they do the glow ups.
Yeah. Man, we did a great job of dancing around that because we could have went really mean. Good job, both
I'm
of us.
not trying to be mean.
I know, but sometimes if we did this podcast 20 years ago, man, the budget, but
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
So
but-
yeah, good for us.
What was funny is the one I just watched, the girl was still very studly in the way that she spoke.
Yeah.
And she looked very uncomfortable.
Looking like
like a lady, like a regular-
made-up woman.
Yeah, she looked very uncomfortable. Like she didn't know how to stand.
Hey, it's like a joke I did years ago, which I can't do now. But I go, the funniest thing about the ESPYs is watching those WNBA women accept awards.
I always loved when you did that.
When they look all uncomfortable. First of all, I want to thank the Lord Savior Jesus Christ, for winning the championship. And they did look uncomfortable. They're walking in high heels like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? And seriously, they're used to high tops. You gonna give them a fucking high heels? They're not used to that shit. I mean, I do that now, and I got a line around the building waiting on me like, it's fucking bullshit. But it's the truth. I mean, but now, here's where I still stand on business.
Stop using young people terms.
But I still say, when that, on the swimming thing, when that Leah Thomas, he became a she for the NCAA swimming, he was allowed in the women's locker room, and he still had his penis, and it was like swaying in the wind in the women's locker room, and he denied them girls fucking an All-American status, yeah, I was pissed off about that. But for the most part, you know me, I'm like, yeah, good for you.
Then why didn't the women just say, "No, we're not gonna do this"?
Because you know why? Because I mean, that the woman, she's famous, and now she's an asshole now because now which one is the Republicans? The far
right.
right. Okay, the far right picked her up like, oh, she's one of us, and now she's embraced it because she goes to Tennessee, and they always. Here's what pissed me off. They always go, and I'm a Christian. Now I go, just leave that shit out. Anyway, so she's like, you know, and she had a point until she always loses me when she gets into that shit, but. It was a swimmer. She was a swimmer. She was swimming against him. Okay. It was her now. And so she said the NCAA came in beforehand and go, listen, it told her what not to say and this and that and say, if you say this, then we'll ruin your fucking life. And you're saying shit like that. They can't speak out against it or whatever. So he basically came in and told her that. And I mean, I forget look it up, Malik, please. One of the swimmers in the Leah Thompkins case. Now she's kind of famous. I think she might even have her own podcast. She was on Rogan, actually. Blonde chick, kind of hot, but she's from Tennessee and she's a Christian, and which always
hot.
Yeah. That chick was on Bill Maher as a guest. I mean,
wet dream come to me.
I mean, what the fuck? There's comics like us. We're trying to get people to watch this shit, and then she just, tell me I got spit on that thing. Next thing you know, she's fucking.
I'm not mad at her.
I'm not mad at her either, but.
What was she supposed to do?
There's a comic going.
She went viral and she took advantage of it.
There's comics going, you know what?
Well,
I did a one-nighter in South Dakota.
Dude, I did the open mic last night.
How'd it go?
Oh.
Horrible?
Oh.
Well, you were horrible or the crowd?
The comics.
Oh, okay.
It was bad, bro.
That's all right. I'm going to be bad. No. I'm going to be horrible when I come back.
You'll be rusty. You won't be.
I've been in comedy since May.
You'll be rusty. You won't be. Bad is, I have no concept of where a punchline is supposed to go. What am I supposed to do with my hands? Why I have things in my pocket? Why am I showing my belly when my belly shouldn't be shown? Just people got up there, comic after comic after comic, and talked about absolutely nothing for 3 minutes. And they made those 3 minutes feel like an hour apiece. So by the time I got on stage, bro, I didn't even want to tell my, I forgot them. I literally blanked out. I was so mad at, there was a a comic named Father John.
You name names and we're local. I mean,
I don't give it, what is,
okay.
I'm just telling you, his name was Father John. He had his collared.
All that.
He had the priest collar.
The child molesting outfit.
And he talked about watching nun porn. He's like, oh yeah, priest, we should be, he just was like, he was repping hard for the priest, but he was being disgusting. And we were like, this isn't funny, bro. You're a priest.
He's a real priest?
He's a real priest. So it's like, this ain't funny, fam.
It was like Father Saguchi from Saturday Night Live. Hey, you remember Father Saguchi from Saturday Night Live? All right, man.
I never watched Saturday Night Live.
Okay. That was.
But anyway, he was laying it on way too thick, and it wasn't amusing because he hadn't introduced us to his humor. He just right out the gate, yeah, I'm a priest and I like to watch nun porn.
And he really thought that was gonna win him over.
And it was like, ill.
And they were like, oh my God.
And I was like, what the fuck is happening? There was another dude who, God bless his soul, he didn't know he was bad. He was trying his best. But it just every time he said something, his punchline would get no laugh, so it made me laugh. And then people started laughing at me, laughing because he wasn't getting the laugh. And then
you're an enabler.
I had to leave the comedy club. I had to walk outside. I was laughing so hard at people laughing at me, laughing at him whiffing. People gonna need a tetanus shot. That's how rusty I'm gonna be when I get on stage. Are you gonna read that?
I am.
Before you do that, make sure you go to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Become a Cancel Crew member for as little as $6. You get a bonus episode every month. Plus you have early access to the regular episodes. So make sure you go on to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Shout out to all our Cancel Crew members. We truly, truly appreciate you guys supporting. You can get a Sorry We're Canceled t-shirt at buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. 2 different options with direct shipping to you. So make sure you check out that website.
Am I the asshole for not attending my best friend's wedding after she asked me to be a bridesmaid? I, 19-year-old, 19? Damn, have been best friends with Julia, 22, since high school. Oh, I ain't really no time. High school ain't shit.
5 years.
Yeah. 6 if you're urban.
3 if you took night classes. Go ahead.
We've always been close, and I've supported her through many important moments in her life.
Like what?
Abortion, her going out with her first black dude who hit her.
Can you come pick me up? I'm sorry, go.
Okay. When Julia got engaged, she asked me to be a bridesmaid. I was thrilled and agreed without hesitation. However, skip. However, a few months before the wedding, Julia called me with some news. She said that due to budget constraints, she would need to make some cuts and had decided to reduce the number of bridesmaids. She said she felt terrible, but I can't see what she said. Okay, but she had to choose someone else over me. Oh, women hate that shit. Okay. Julia also mentioned that she would still love for me to attend the wedding as a guest. And she's going, fuck you, bitch. Okay. Anyway, I was hurt by this sudden change and felt undervalued, especially since I had been so involved in helping with wedding planning up to that point. I decided to be honest with Julia about my feelings. I told her that I was disappointed and that I needed some time to process it. I also mentioned that if I couldn't be a bridesmaid, I might not feel comfortable attending the wedding. Julia seemed upset but understood. She said she hoped I would still come and celebrate with her, even if I wasn't a bridesmaid. I took some time to think about it and eventually decided not to attend. Damn. Yeah, how much time did you take? 5 minutes? You know what? Fuck this bitch, I ain't going.
It was a minute for each year she known her.
4 minutes. She was since high school. High school, some places is freshman year, and you go to school as country as I am, it's sophomore year. Seriously, high school where I was at was 10th, 11th, 12th. Yeah, freshman was you were a big man on campus. Anyway, so yeah, it took her 3 minutes to decide. Fuck it.
I got the light. I'm not.
Yeah, there's a new movie coming out. Yeah, there's a new Mission Impossible coming out. I'm gonna go see that. Anyway, I decided not to attend. I felt like my presence as a guest would just highlight my exclusion from the bridal party, and I didn't want to feel like an afterthought. When Julia found out, she was very hurt and angry. She told me I was being selfish and that my absence would cast a shadow over her special day. Our mutual friends also think I'm being unreasonable and should have just attended as a guest. Quit being a bitch. Seriously? Quit being a bitch. I mean, it's Julia. Hello. Okay, she told me I feel conflicted. I understand that weddings can be stressful and that plans change, but I also feel like my feelings were dismissed. Am I the asshole for choosing not to attend that boring ass wedding? No. Am I the asshole for not to attend the wedding after being removed from the bridal party? Ooh, this is a good one. I think women should weigh in more than anything. For no offense, I think men are like, you lost me at the wedding. When you said 2 females in a wedding, men tuned out like, so who the Cowboys playing Sunday? The Broncos, huh? Yeah, I think they'll cover. No, listen, this is all for women, but I think it is being, because it's her friends. If y'all were supposed to be tight, okay, yeah, that budget constraint shit, like, how broke are you? But okay, anyway, she says she can't come. Still go celebrate your friend. Shit, actually doing you a favor.
Time out.
She's doing you a favor.
So here's what stood out to me is the fact that she said, she's my best friend. And then there's budget cuts. And somehow she still has a bridal party, but the best friend's not in it.
You say best friend, okay, hold on. Yeah, have been best friend. You don't cut your best friend out.
So that means to tell me that there are other people in this bridal party that she considers to be closer to her, whether it be her sisters, cousins, aunts, whatever. If that's the case,
fuck you.
I'm sorry. Come as a guest.
I mean, she actually doing you a favor. I mean, to be in a wedding is like, oh man, it's kind of stressful then. Well, especially for women. For dudes, are like, I'll show up the night before.
You got to rent a tux or.
Yeah, you got to rent a tux. It's actually, I mean, a wedding is kind of selfish. Here's what we're gonna do.
It's very selfish.
Here's
It's
what
a
we're gonna
gathering
do.
to celebrate two people saying, ha, we made it, or whatever.
Yeah. Put that shit on Zoom.
I don't need to be involved in that. Go down to the courthouse.
Yeah. So, but let's make it quicker. Is she the asshole for not attending?
Yeah, it's your best friend go to her wedding. It doesn't matter what your role is if you love your friend.
Malik, Leaky Leak, what do you think?
I say she's definitely an asshole for not going all of a sudden.
Here's the thing that gets me though. We've been best friends since high school. You don't cut your best friend out. So she's hurt, but it's also her best friend's special day. It's not your day, it's her day. I know you want to be in the, but you want to be in the, she's actually doing you a favor by cutting you out. So all you do is give her a gift, give her a blender. They still do that shit? I don't know. This is more for the women, actually, seriously. But I'm
You
gonna
don't think
say,
she's an asshole?
yes, I think she is an asshole. She don't want anything because she can't be a bridesmaid. She's
It's
doing
all
you.
about her.
Yeah.
I get her feelings being hurt, but the day's not about her.
It's not about you, baby.
So,
And that to me is women in a nutshell. To me, that's women in a
says the
nutshell.
man with the empty, lonely apartment.
Hoping I can find somebody who fucking wants to be a cuck for a handicap.
You might want to change the way you view women in that nutshell.
In what way? What do you mean?
So you can nut in their shell.
No, I don't want to nut in their shell. That shit scares me. I never wanted to. I want to people to love condoms. Fuck that shit, man. That's too. Are you on the pill? Yes. Oh, okay. I trust you. You out of your fucking mind? I mean, when I had a girlfriend and I was being good, I still hated it. Like, I hated that. I was like, oh man.
What do you mean you hated that?
Because I was like, man, this bitch gets pregnant. I mean,
Wait, so you weren't wearing a condom?
she said she's on the pill. I mean, so I trusted her.
He said, but I hated every second
I
of
hated
that
everything. I was like, oh,
trust. Damn you.
yeah. Then I lost consciousness for that 15 seconds. Oh, I hate this. I turned into that dude that.
No, have a baby
Hey.
jutsu.
I turned into the dude that wanted sugar from
Men in Black.
Men in Black. Yeah, so, yeah, I never liked that, man. I always liked having the condom. I felt safer with the condom on. I did. I felt safer going in. Like,
I'm at base.
yeah, I'm good. I mean, granted, I had
Those
that.
kids in there, it's hot. Can't get out of here.
But I'm not gonna lie though, Raw is the greatest. I mean, especially when it's your girlfriend, and you're on the couch and you're just kind of like,
On the go.
we're on the couch, and so you're watching the game and you're like, nut to butt, and she's like,
You're nut to butt.
and you just kind of, oh man, yeah, ain't nothing like it, bro.
What's your favorite commercial to fuck to?
Back in the day,
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
sometimes you don't. Snickers, no.
Almond Joy.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I hate it. It was a gift and a curse. I'm glad you're on the pill, but I hate doing this. But it did feel good going in.
Yeah, getting that phone call sucks for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And if you haven't gotten that phone call, consider yourself lucky. You've never gotten that phone call. You ever gotten that phone call, Malik? No. I think I'm late.
No.
Woo-wee! Let me tell you something, Malik. Man, your feet go cold. I mean, I'd rather have a cop pull his gun out going, freeze, than have that phone call like, I'm late.
I don't know about that.
I know about that. On both ends, I know about that. And like I said, that's why I say I'd rather have a cop go, hey, you look like a person of concern. Take me in. I'd rather have him do that than
I did it.
I'd rather have that than I'm late. Oh,
Said I'd rather do a 30-year bid than an 18-year bid.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, were you at so-and-so? As a matter of fact, I was, officer. I'd rather have that than, guess what?
So what are you in here for? Because that bitch is going to get pregnant.
Then you gotta go to Walmart and get that fucking pregnancy test. You know, that's the great thing about nowadays. Okay, back in the day, you just had to wait for her to come back from the doctor. And be like, what'd he say? Now, you can go,
You're sitting in the waiting room. Like,
yeah. No, you're like this. You're on a payphone going, listen, I have all my shit ready to move. Right? If I call you, let it ring twice. Okay, I mean, but now, nowadays you can find out what, I think I'm late, well, let's go find out. You go to Walmart and get that fucking, tests like that now. And you're like,
Some people stock up on them.
okay, that's kind of gross. That's gross. That's
Just
gross.
in case.
Yeah.
You don't feel good? Here.
You can
Be on this. Let me.
Yeah, Plan B pills like the Starburst and shit. Taste the rainbow. Or is that Skittles? Either way. Wow.
Skittles for sure.
Okay, either way, man, I'd rather have a different phone call than, hey, guess what? Anyway.
What's the scariest phone call you think you could get outside of death of a loved one?
Yeah.
Malik.
Outside of that,
Oh,
Malik.
I got HIV.
Damn, Malik, you went.
I got HIV.
Damn. Jesus. God damn, Malik, you went for the jugular. Not like, hey, it's the police, we wanted to talk to you. Hey,
The worst
HIV.
phone call I ever got. Hey, it's your doctor. I don't know how to tell you this, but
You may want to come in.
positive that you're positive. So
Hey, black doctor, hey, don't be fucking nobody from here on out. Look at man.
you gotta cut your dick off, man. You gotta cut your dick off, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, you gotta cut your dick off.
No, hey, don't you be fucking nobody, man. Keep your dick
Till
in your
we get
pants,
you
man.
undetectable, man. We gotta cut your dick off, man.
You understand, don't
Sorry,
you, man? You understand,
Gotta
don't
stop
you,
the
man?
spread of AIDS, man.
What do y'all say?
Yeah, that phone call would be terrifying. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
think,
lie.
yeah, Malik just fucking hit the nail
I
on
don't
the head.
think I can top that.
Yeah, no shit. Malik went for the knockout punch and
Outside
got
of
it.
death, I think that might be the scariest thing.
Or maybe like the fucking police want you for a murder or some shit.
I would
They ain't gonna say it on the phone and to give you a chance to leave.
They like tell you like, hey, pull up, we need you for a question.
Well, and again, I think
You gotta know your rights.
they'll-
Never talk to the police.
they'll come by and
If
be
they
like,
think you did it, they'll come get you.
yeah,
If
with
they
a,
call you and ask you questions, hang up on them immediately.
yeah, with a no-knock warrant and expect you not to shoot.
Never
You know
talk
what I mean?
to the police.
How do you expect to have a no-knock warrant and expect somebody not to shoot? Just boom.
Well, because in other countries that works. Because they don't have as many guns as we do.
Yeah, but you bust somebody's door down. Hey, man, you're almost.
If you don't tell me the police, you're going to get shot like them.
They don't tell, and then but police give their story out to the media, and your story is always wrong.
There's a reason why police departments and news agencies never, the news should investigate. They should be in charge of investigating.
The news and the government, they're all in it together. They're all in it together. Anyway, that's for another show. We got to go. Hey, man.
Yeah, so
Goddamn.
thank you guys for tuning in. Blah, blah, blah.
And ladies,
Anything,
weigh in on the
please.
Am I the Asshole? That's strictly one for the ladies right there.
Yeah, be sure to go to YouTube/Sorry We're Canceled. Subscribe to the podcast, guys. We are so close to getting the numbers we need to help us monetize the show. So please continue to spread the word to friends and family about subscribing to the podcast via YouTube. That would greatly help us out. All our other numbers are fantastic. We're just trying to reach that milestone for YouTube. We're close. So please.
Thanks for all the direct messages with the condolences, man. I really appreciate that. Honestly, everybody, man. Sosa, you crazy. I got to shout out Sosa. Sosa's fucking great, man. So shout out to Sosa. Thank you for watching. Then, like I said, thanks for all the condolences. And, man, I'm fucking glad we're back and having fun. So thank you guys for that. Like I said, if you guys have a subject you guys want to talk about, tell us, man. We'll have some fun with it. So, this is your show as well as ours.
Whoa. This is always our show.
Yeah, so, well, you know what I mean. We're interactive with it. So, yeah. So thank you so much for that. So, anyway, you know how we do about this time. I'm BT.
That's Malik on the ones and twos, and I'm Deanna Curry. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode.
Sorry, we're canceled.
You know the word. Hello, this is police. You have HIV.
Fuck your wedding. Fuck your wedding, bitch. You ain't my best friend.